Every night, across the vast expanse of our planet's oceans, an event unfolds that dwarfs the great migrations of wildebeest across the African plains and the seasonal flight of birds spanning continents. It is the largest daily migration on Earth, yet it doesn't traverse land or sky. Instead, it pulses silently through the cold, shadowy waters of the deep ocean. Billions upon billions of creatures, from tiny zooplankton to shimmering lanternfish and mysterious gelatinous forms, ascend from the abyssal depths toward the surface under the cloak of darkness. And then, as dawn approaches, they retreat again into the black, unseen realm below. This vertical migration, hidden from human eyes for millennia, is only now beginning to reveal its secrets. Imagine standing on the deck of a ship in the dead of night. Beneath you, hundreds of meters down, the deep ocean, an environment more alien than the surface of Mars, comes alive. As the sun sets and darkness blankets the sea, an invisible signal passes through the water column. It is time. From depths exceeding 3,000 feet, creatures of every shape and size begin their ascent. They rise through frigid layers, past gradients of pressure and temperature, climbing toward the relative safety and abundance of the surface waters. This nightly journey is so immense that, when scientists first detected it using sonar technology, they were stunned. The ocean seemed to contain a mysterious moving layer, a false bottom, that shifted with the sun. Marine biologists soon realized they were witnessing the deep scattering layer, a living cloud of marine organisms, dense enough to deflect sonar signals, yet invisible to the naked eye. Every day this layer migrates vertically, following a rhythm as ancient as the ocean itself. But what compels these creatures to undertake such an exhausting and perilous migration, night after night? The answer lies in a delicate balance between survival and opportunity, a balance that underpins the entire ocean ecosystem. At the heart of this migration are the smallest inhabitants of the deep, zooplankton. These tiny animals, barely visible, form the foundation of the marine food web. During daylight hours, they hide in the depths, where sunlight cannot reach and predators are scarce. But with the arrival of night, the ocean's surface becomes a buffet of phytoplankton, microscopic plants that have spent the day harnessing the sun's energy. The zooplankton ascend to feed, followed closely by an array of predators: shrimp, squid, fish, and other enigmatic forms, each linked in a chain of life that stretches from the abyss to the surface. For these creatures, the darkness is both shield and opportunity. By rising to shallower waters only at night, they minimize the risk of being seen and eaten by visual hunters like fish and squid. Yet the journey itself is fraught with danger. Every ascent and descent exposes them to shifting temperatures, pressures, and currents. Some must travel the equivalent of a human climbing Mount Everest every single night. The scale of this migration is staggering. It involves more biomass than all land-based migrations combined, more than the caribou, wildebeest, and monarch butterflies put together. The movement of so many organisms not only shapes the lives of predators and prey, but also drives the cycling of nutrients throughout the ocean. As these animals feed at the surface, then return to the depths, they transport organic material downward, fueling ecosystems that exist where sunlight never penetrates. Cutting-edge research has begun to illuminate just how important vertical migration is, not just for the creatures themselves, but for life on Earth as a whole. Scientists have discovered that the daily rise and fall of the deep scattering layer helps regulate the global carbon cycle. By consuming phytoplankton near the surface and excreting waste at depth, migrating animals help lock away carbon in the deep sea, influencing the planet's climate in ways we are only beginning to understand. Yet, for all that we now know, much remains hidden. The deep scattering layer is a dynamic, ever-changing assembly of species, many of which have never been seen alive. Some are transparent, others bioluminescent, their bodies glowing with eerie blue and green light in the darkness. There are fish with tubular eyes that point upward, searching for silhouettes against the faint glimmer of the surface. There are squid that flash and pulse, communicating through patterns of light. And there are creatures so bizarre, so utterly alien, that their existence challenges our understanding of what life can be. The mystery deepens when we ask, how do these animals navigate? What cues trigger their ascent and descent? Some respond to subtle shifts in light, others to chemical signals or changes in temperature. Many remain enigmatic, their behaviors concealed by the ocean's impenetrable depths. Marine biologists deploy increasingly sophisticated technology, deep-diving robots, acoustic sensors, and DNA sampling to unravel these secrets. Every discovery hints at an ecosystem more complex, more interconnected, and more fragile than previously imagined. The implications of vertical migration stretch far beyond marine biology. It is a phenomenon that links the surface and the deep, the sunlit realm and the eternal night. It shapes fisheries, influences the distribution of nutrients, and even affects global climate through the movement of carbon and energy. And yet, despite its vastness and significance, vertical migration went unnoticed for centuries, hidden by the sheer scale and darkness of the ocean. The story of the deep scattering layer is a testament to the ocean's ability to surprise and confound us. It is a reminder that the last true wilderness lies beneath the waves, a frontier where mystery and discovery go hand in hand. Each night, as billions of creatures undertake the greatest daily journey on Earth, they write a chapter in the ongoing saga of life's adaptation and survival. As our understanding grows, so too does our sense of wonder. We have only just begun to glimpse the intricacies of this underwater ballet, the silent choreography that unfolds in the shadowy reaches of the deep. With every new revelation, we are challenged to rethink what we know about the world beneath our feet. The vertical migration is not just a biological event. It is a living pulse that connects the ocean's past, present, and future. In the end, the deep scattering layer remains both a marvel and a mystery. It is a world stranger than fiction, operating on a schedule we never knew existed. It is proof that, in the deepest, darkest places on our planet, life finds a way, driven by forces we are only beginning to comprehend. And as we continue to explore and investigate, one truth becomes clear. The ocean is Earth's last true wilderness, and every dive reveals a world more extraordinary than we ever imagined.